What's going on, everybody? Movie Phantom here, my lovely girlfriend Maya, and yeah, this is just kind of the what do I call it? I guess the wrap-up video of the Days of the Dead thing. We're gonna show you all the shit we got and make some shout-outs and everything else. Real quick before I get into this video, I'm not gonna lie, cause what is today? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Normally we plan on doing it Sunday. I got home Sunday, and you guys have already seen that the video I shot Sunday was me laying in bed saying we'll make a video tomorrow. Literally, you need like 2 days to recover from Days of the Dead. Like, that's all there is to it. Maybe more. I'm a lightweight. I don't claim to be a hardcore partier, so yeah, it definitely killed me pretty much. But here we are. It's Wednesday. Life's now adjusting. Let me just say right now, it was the best experience of my life. Like, if you are a horror fan, and I'm not just saying it's Days of the Dead. I mean, don't get me wrong, Days of the Dead was fucking awesome. You get a chance to go to any horror convention in your area. Do yourself a favor, save up. We are by no means rich, and so I mean, literally, for the past few months, I have been just like killing myself with overtime, and it was all worth it. Like, literally, I've been putting a little nest egg back, and then I went hog wild. Now I'm broke. I'm fucking broke, but worth it, and I would do it again. I would do it again in a heartbeat. We'll do it again. Go and do it again, hopefully next year. So, bam. Another thing I want to say real quick is I do want to apologize. You know, look, in retrospect, the videos I shot were horrible. I didn't know, see, this is my first time ever doing something like this. This is my little press pad. You'll notice I don't have the hoodie on. I want to show off. This is my Days of the Dead t-shirt I got there. Bam. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. On the back it just has all the cities that they hit. And so yeah, I thought, you know, and plus I get to show off the tattoo a little bit, so, you know, not too bad. So I want to apologize. I didn't shoot. I wasn't professional. We'll say it that way. After I reviewed all the footage I shot, I was like, wow, you didn't really even promote Days of the Dead itself. You were promoting the party, you know, atmosphere, and then just you doing play-by-play. You guys got to remember, this is like my first time doing something like this. I promise you guys, the next time, because I didn't realize you can like take your cameras through. You can do walkthroughs. Like, I didn't see anybody doing that, and after I left, I saw videos online, people doing walkthroughs through Days of the Dead. I'm like, son of a bitch, I should have done that. So I, you know, because I didn't want to come off looking like a paparazzi, you know. I didn't want to, you know, turn the camera and have like Busey attack me or something like that. So I was just like, you know. But next time, I promise you guys, walkthroughs. Hope I can secure some interviews. That's what, as I would say, if there's only one disappointment, is the fact I didn't get any interviews. I kind of felt like I let you guys down, because I mean, that's what they were, you know. Phantom, you got a press pass, and I'm like, alright, and then it seems like I couldn't secure anything. But real quick, I want to give some shout outs real quick before I get into the merchandise we got. I want to throw a shout out to I'm gonna butcher your last name, dude. I'm so sorry. I told you to check it out. James Balsamo. He's the director. He did a movie called Cool as Hell. He does a few other things for Acid Bath Productions, and just want to throw a shout out that way. Me and him, he set up an interview. But it was for like later in the week. He's like, hit me up later this week, and I'm like, I'm bailing Sunday night, you know. So we didn't get a chance to actually do the interview. But, you know, next time I'm in town, hopefully our paths will cross again. 13th Wolfman turned me on to this guy. So thank you, 13th Wolfman. Appreciate that. I definitely dropped your name, hardcore. So you probably would have gave me a chance if I didn't do that. I ain't gonna lie. I was just like, 13th Wolfman. He's like, oh, 13th Wolfman, and we started talking. So. Up next, I want to throw a shout out to Amherst Asylum Haunted Attractions. These guys had a little corner set up, and they were
it was
a cage, autopsy table, and they were just doing photo ops and just stuff like that. And they're really cool people. I definitely urge you to check them out. Like I said, I talked to these guys, and they were really cool. It's AmherstAsylum.com, and let me just throw the card up here real quick, so that way you guys can know how to spell Amherst. Bam. Really cool guys. I urge you to check them out. Up next, it's weird. I think the company's called Quality, but on my bag it's all about Quilt Face Studios. So I'm gonna tell you, look up Quilt Face Studios .storeenvy.com. And the guy, he's an artist. His name's Chris Garofalo, and I'm pretty sure. Just please don't judge me on this one, because it's been a crazy weekend. I'm pretty sure he's the one that did my Pinhead Hellraiser poster, but I'm not for sure. Do you remember where I got this card? I don't either. And I know Misery won't remember because she's worse than I am. So, anyways, check them out, Quality. I just know whoever gave me a card, I actually had a good 3 or 4 minute conversation with them. They were really cool, and yeah, I'm pretty. Either there, I got the was my big triple China. We'll get to it. Anyways, whoever it was, I mean, I promise you, they were talented. I'm sure they're not going to watch the video, so I don't feel too bad. So, anyways, yes, there he is right there. Special shout out to Missy Gordon. She works at the Scarlet Abbey, and she was actually trying to get me interview with Tony Todd. And it fell through, but she was definitely trying. We actually exchanged phone numbers. We were texting over the weekend. So, Missy, thank you very much for trying. I do appreciate it. Hopefully next time I can clinch it. We did the one, I guess, like kind of legit video we did was for VHS PS, and check them out at VHSPS.com. Any kind of rare, hard to find fucking movie. Like I said, I found Surf 2 and Big Man on Campus. Both of them you can't find on DVD. I found them there, and I'm sure there's hundreds more. The reason I did the video there, I was just so wiped out Sunday that I don't even remember exactly what I said. I hadn't reviewed the video yet. I mean, I did then, but I didn't really do it now. But whenever I was walking around, because Sunday was just kind of like the walk around day, and I just happened to stumble back there, and they had their setup like you saw in the video. It looked like an old school video store. And like I said, it just took me back to my childhood. Like I said, that was just like when I was a kid, you get the allowance. I just went to the video store, and I went right to the back, to the horse section. And just like all the titles there, like they all have like that awesome, like all the titles had awesome covers. But like 9 times out of 10, the movies were shit. Like you guys know, true horror fans know what I'm talking about. Where you see the cover that looks so badass, and you get them home, and like the movie just maybe isn't as good as the cover led on to be. That's what this place was. Like every cover looked awesome. It's like, oh my god. So the guy was cool enough to let me, shoot there. He didn't want to be on camera, which I respected, because he said he'd just wait. He said they did an interview with someone else not too long ago, over the weekend. He said this Sunday, and he's just annihilated. And I'm like, you know what? I feel annihilated too. So he definitely let us shoot there, and I definitely want to get his name out there. So once again, it's VHSPS.com. Check them out. You got to try and find some hard to find shit. I guarantee you can probably find it there. And last but not least, we got William Adams. He's known as the Nightmare Man. He does impersonations. This dude was a Hannibal Lecter over the weekend. He was also Dexter in the Dexter booth. And you can find him at the Nightmare Man .webs.com. And I'm not trying to pump him out there, because I'm pretty sure he's kind of a local guy anyways. But I just want to throw a shout out because this guy was effing awesome. Like this guy, partied with him over the weekend. Just a cool dude. I definitely want you guys, I'm just showing my appreciation to everybody I met. There's a lot of people I met over the weekend that I did not get names, or I was either too wasted and I got their name. And Canada's definitely up there. Those guys are awesome. Did not change cards with them. I think Misery may got their information, because I hadn't seen Misery a whole lot since we got back, because we both just kind of went to our separate crypts and passed out. But dude, the Canadians were something cool. I guess this is their second year doing it. Yeah, they actually said they wanted to host the event next year. I think right now they're popular enough to do it. Like everybody, you go to Days of the Dead, you just say the Canadians, everybody knows what you're talking about. And they're not celebrities. They're just dudes who like to party at these conventions. And yeah, they definitely got my vote. They want to take over next year. So to our brothers north of the border, thank you for you guys. Literally, it wouldn't have been as much if it wasn't for you guys. You guys literally, you showed us a great time, supplied the booze, awesome. So real quick, I guess I'll just go through a few stories real quick. I didn't get everybody's autograph. Everybody, because I had a list of who I definitely wanted to get a picture and autograph from. And yeah, there's a couple, I didn't. I didn't get Chris Sarandon, who played Jerry Dandridge in Fright Night, among a ton of other films. He was in Child's Play, Princess Bride. Talked to this guy though, and he was so cool. In fact, Sunday was the best time, because Sunday the place was dead, and everybody just kind of died down. So we were just walking around, and there'd be empty tables. Now I met Chris Friday night. Our cameraman got a picture taken with him, and I believe didn't Misery get a picture taken with him? I can't remember.
I think so.
I can't remember. Anyways,
And Bill too.
And Bill did too. So I met them all then, and I talked to them then. But this was like, it was Sunday, so it was just like completely empty. So I was going up to tables easily, just talking to these guys. And yeah, just got a big conversation. I was a huge fan of Dog Day Afternoon. He has one scene in there, and he plays Al Pacino's homosexual lover. And I always read that scene was all improv. And I was like, I want to hear it from him though. So we had a good, 5-10 minute conversation about that scene. I even asked him what he thought about the Fright Night remake. I actually liked the Fright Night remake. Not nearly as good as the original. I told him that, and he smiled. He's like, "Oh, I appreciate that." But I asked him. He goes, he liked it too. He thought it was actually a pretty good movie. So something we got in common there. Yeah, I talked to Tony Todd. Didn't get his autograph. We attended. They had a ton of panels down there where they're up on stage and you do like a Q&A kind of thing. He was at the Men Behind the Mask panel, and I attended that. It was pretty late, and it was him, Derek Mears, who's Jason from the remake, and then Tyler Mane, Michael Myers from the remakes. And the three of them was up there. It's supposed to be Kane Hodder too. Kane Hodder did cancel. I'm not sure what the reason yet. But yeah, he's supposed to be there. He wasn't there. Anyways, dude, it was one of the best panels ever. Like, these guys were all just up there joking around. Especially Derek Mears, which I gotta say, I'll get to more of him later. But he's brilliant. Like, that guy is just the sweetest dude. Awesome, down to earth. Just dude's brilliant. Anyway, so I talked to Tony, and it was really cool talking to him. Dude, they're all tall shit. Like, I don't know. I guess I just don't want thinking about it. But when you meet these guys in person, maybe Tony Todd what threw me out the most. Cause I'm like, I don't know. I can't remember much of Candyman. And then in Final Destination, he don't really look that menacing and towering. So it threw me off. I'm like, holy shit! Like, fucking Tony Todd's huge. Yeah. So that's I'll get to some. I actually left a couple of the autographs behind the camera. Let me go grab them real quick. Well, let's start talking. Entertain our folks while they're waiting on me.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How was your Days of the Dead experience?
It was awesome.
It was awesome, wasn't it?
Yep.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, so real quick to show you some of the shit we got. Met Rowdy Piper. Got him to sign my They Live DVD. He signed it no bubblegum, Rowdy Piper. Another just awesome guy. I mean, this dude, he was just so cool, and he was everything. He was literally Piper. Like, it wasn't like he was someone. He was literally like the guy I grew up with watching on the TV. Like, he was Rowdy Piper. So awesome. He had to sign no bubblegum. I got a picture taken. I didn't get any picture taken as the Phantom. It was all my alter ego. My alter ego's a egotistical dick. I took these. I always steal the 3D glasses from the movie theater whenever they're like, recycle please, and I'm like, yeah, and I just stuff them in my pocket. So I took pairs of these up there, and so when I'm up at Piper and I get him to sign this, I was like, would you please? He put the sunglasses on for the picture, and he was so cool. He's like, yeah, no problem. So we're wearing the sunglasses like in They Live, and I'm like, that's so awesome. Like, I didn't have to whoop his ass in an alley or anything. It was great. So yes, Piper, buddy, you definitely made my weekend. You're the man. You all did, but that was especially awesome. So thank you very much for that right there. Found this little thing. This is just some free little flyer thing. It's like the aliens from They Live. Found it for free. Thought I'd pick it up. Talked to Don Coscarelli. Talked to this guy forever, dude. Like, I was like in love with this dude. Like, no joke. Like, this guy is so smart, and we were just like talking about. I love. I ain't posing. I told you guys before that I was a huge fan of John Dies at the End. So I was talking about that. I got to ask the question, and I actually worded it this way: where the hell's Phantasm 5? Which he laughed, and we talked about that. Just he's having trouble just getting the money together. He actually wants to do a sequel to John, Phantasm, and Bubba Hotep. Like, these are all like projects he would love to work on. He just says it's really more just trying to get financing for it. Before we went up there, I was trying to get Billick and Misery to watch a lot of horror movies. We didn't really get on any of them because every time we try, I love them, but they're not really horror people. They just don't really get into, and they're not really movie people either. They can't really quite get into it. But I did make them sit down and watch the Phantasm trilogy. That was what was important to me, because Angus Scrimm, who had a lung infection right before, which really broke my heart. But he was there via phone. They had a Coscarelli Angus Scrimm panel, and I got to hear Angus Scrimm go, boy, cold chills. I was just like, oh my god. But anyways, I'm talking to Coscarelli, and I told him, I was like, before we got started, I said, I made, Misery and Billy, watch these movies, and he's like, you're creating the next level, or they're creating the next generation. So when he signed, this is my DVD that I already had, he signed it for me, he signed it to Phantom, creating the next generation. Thank you, Don Coscarelli. And dude, that meant so much to me right there. It was just so cool. I could talk on and on about that guy, but we're going to try to, I'll try to make a short video. I'm sorry, I know I'm normally known for making long-ass videos. Just little B things here. Angel picked this up, a little pink fan. Maya picked up a Biohazard thing there. It's a pink fan that actually has a symbol on there. I love the bag myself.
I think it's a Japanese fan.
Japanese fan?
Yep.
What they did in China too, you think? We'll say Asian. We'll say Asian fan.
Yeah.
An Asian fan. Here's just a little. This is the just a little flyer. I feel like I picked one up because I was there, kind of thing. Even though Angus Scrim was not there, or Kane Hodder, but still yet awesome. I'm gonna have to frame all this stuff. I ain't gonna lie, they are definitely getting framed. And that's another thing too. I mean, it's gonna be a slow process because frames do cost money, but I will eventually kind of rearrange and put new shit up there. This whole thing, they had the guy did Dexter. He had his own booth. It was like a Dexter booth. And anyways, you got to be his victim, and so he would lay you on the table. And this is all photo op stuff, so I got like a ton of pictures of me on the table. And of course, as he put you in plastic, he would make a little cut right here. Now, not a real cut; it was a fake, scalpel with blood on. But he would dice you, and then it would actually leave like the gash right there. Like, so I had like this blood on my face, and it's so cool because you walk around, you see everybody else with the blood on their face too. Like, you just be like, oh, you got hit too. Anyway, so when he would take a sample of your blood, just like in the show, and he would put it in a little slide right there, and he put it in a little evidence baggie. And I'm like, that's so awesome. So I got that. This artist up there, he did all these little tiny caricatures on paper, and sold for like $1 a piece. And they had so many, I could have definitely went broke doing that, but I just grabbed my 3 favorite. Had Captain Spaulding, we got Alex from Clockwork Orange, and we got Jack Nicholson from The Shining. So, boom. Got all that. Alright. Grabbed the wrong one, didn't I?
Yep.
Where's the other?
I don't know.
I'm unprofessional, guys. I'm sorry. Are you kidding me?
Is it right there?
It's right there. Right in front of my eyes. Alright. We went up there, and I'm not gonna show you guys, but I saved, like, they had a film festival up there that was just playing the entire time. We went there and watched the Black Dahlia Haunting, which we'll be doing a review for within the next couple of weeks. And then I got to watch one of my personal favorites as a kid. Now when I went in there was like no one else in there. It was like me and this other guy. And I think even they were surprised that someone actually showed up for this thing. But like 5 in the morning, we watched Surf 2, which I think you guys already said on their video. And it was so cool to go up there and actually see Surf 2. It wasn't on the big screen; it was on a medium-sized, good-sized big screen. So anyway, we got the schedule here, and I got the flyer here. I'm putting them in a scrapbook later down the road. Me and Maya, there was an artist up there. They had The Walking Dead. They had blank pages, and they do your zombie caricature on each of the pages. So there's Maya right there. Looks lovely. Looks lovely. I'd still date her. And then here's the Phantom, which is okay because I'm zombified, so I don't need a mask. But yeah, threw my head on a hook, and then my body back there is splurting blood. And that's another guy, Terry Muncie. If you get a chance, check out Terry Muncie, Facebook or online. Dude's awesome. He was another guy we partied with, and this guy was just so down to earth. Like everybody, with the exception of this next guy I'm about to show, everybody up there we ran into was so cool. Like everybody was just awesome. Would talk to you. Here's, I already told you guys a story. Gary Busey. You know what? I don't regret it. I love Gary Busey still. If anybody else would have done it to me, I would have broke my heart. I ain't gonna lie. If Piper would have been this way, it would have broke my heart. But it's Gary Busey. Like I wanted bad behavior from Gary Busey, and I got it. So that was a picture from DC Cab. They had like a million pictures to choose from, and I gotta say my favorite movie that he's in is probably Silver Bullet. But my favorite role that he does is Dale from DC Cab. Like, to me, that's Gary Busey. So, yeah, that's the picture I got signed, and he signed it for me. So, didn't get a picture. Dude walked out immediately. Here's we got an autograph picture from Tyler Mane. Once again, I could have got the regular Michael Myers, but this one looked the best. I guess this is my favorite picture they had up there, so I got him to sign that for me. And, not trying to drag his name through the mud, but he looked a little wasted that day. I got Saturday. Got everybody else's autograph Sunday. Friday night, but Saturday, dude, you can just tell like the celebrities themselves were just kind of like wiped out. Like this isn't the crowd. Everybody's still having a good time, but dude, I'm looking at his, I'm like, dude, this guy's wasted right now. He wrote "You're Next," and I thought that was kind of cool. So, this is Maya's right here. She huge Danny Trejo fan. Got him to sign it. And did we tell the Uncle Machete story?
No.
We didn't. Well, see, why don't you tell it? You got the audience here. Go ahead and tell them.
Yeah. Uncle, I looked like Dan Trejo, and he signed it, Uncle Machete.
Signed it, Uncle Machete. She was really starstruck. Like, I was starstruck a lot too. Like how I deal with being starstruck is I just ramble horribly and making an ass of myself. But she clammed up, so I'm up there with her. I'm like, well, tell him, who he looks like. And she goes, well, you look like my uncle. And he goes, I am your uncle. I'm your Uncle Machete. And then he really, he signed it right there. He goes, thank you, Uncle Machete. And I'm like, that is so, and he signed. And this is another guy who is the nicest guy ever. He really is. Billick was up there. He actually got a picture taken with Danny Trejo, signed.
You're on the wrong side.
That's all right. There's nothing else over here.
There's
Just a flyer and stuff. Billick had a machete that he had Derek Mears sign, and then he had Danny Trejo sign it. Danny Trejo signed his machete and took a picture with him, and he goes, "It's on the house for free." And I was like, dude, he didn't have to do that. Like, he could have literally, and he didn't though. He gave him a free, and he's just the coolest guy ever. Like, he really is. We saw his panel too, which was awesome. The best panel we saw. I asked the question, what was your favorite role? And he said his favorite role is Machete. He goes, he loves Machete. He goes, even if he wasn't in that movie, he would still love that movie, So, yeah, he's just a cool guy. Coscarelli, same way. Like, I got my picture taken with him. I got 2 pictures taken with him. Just charged me for the 1 picture and the autograph. Got 2 pictures taken with him, and then he took a picture with Misery and Billick. And I thought that was really awesome. Like, once again, didn't charge it, didn't say shit about it. So cool. These guys really are, they're awesome right there. All right, moving right along. I'm sorry, I'm going longer than I thought I would. Found this up there. There's so many vendors up there, and it's so cool. I found this one guy who drew like original artwork and everything, and oh, that's him.
Okay.
That's not him. Okay, Chris Garofalo did not do this one. He made them the other one. Anyways, Big Trouble in Little China. Love it. I'm a huge fan of it. So it is really cool to actually have, because once again, no matter how obscure or lesser known or whatever your movie may be, there's probably they have someone walking around looking like Winslow Leach from the Phantom of the Paradise. Got my picture taken with that guy. I mean, when one fan gets me another one, that is just magic right there. All right, that's the Phantom hoodie. Okay, this is her shirt she got there. This is her Days of the Dead. This is what the passes look like too. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted this one. Bought this one instead, and then she apparently wanted this one, so we may switch later on. I don't know, but yeah, there it is, Days of the Dead. Nothing on the back. And we'll go through. We actually got DVDs up there too, but we'll do that separately. Like when we do our monthly recap, whatever you want to call it. We'll do the update. Sorry, the DVD update. When we do that video, we'll integrate those into that. But here, I bought the Cool as Hell DVD. Got the T-shirt with it, and then the guy was also raffling off a role in his next movie to be killed off there at the convention. Did not win it. Wish I would have. And then this is my favorite shirt right here. And actually, Misery bought the same shirt. It's not rape if I bring balloons. That's just brilliant. When you see rape on a T-shirt, you gotta buy it. That's all there says. So that's our unspoken rule right there. Okay, and these are the last few items right here. We showed this, but fuck it, I'll show it again. On one of the other videos, I need to get this framed. And this is the Hellraiser poster. Misery found this. She got her one, got me one. Boom. She's a swept. Angels of some, demons to others. Love it. I'll rubber in that in a second. The poster I had up here for the longest time. You guys remember the Friday the 13th remake poster I had? Got Derek Mears to sign it. That dude, I think the first celebrity I saw up there, and I was just stunned. Like I saw, you know how Chappelle says, like Charlie Murphy says when he saw Rick James for the first time, he saw the aura. Dude, I saw the aura on Derek Mears. Here's he signed it for me. Phantom, murder you soon. Derek Mears, Jason. Bam, love it. Definitely gonna put that back up there. Cause it's so effing badass. And then finally, the last thing I got. Boom. To Phantom, Danny Trejo, Machete. Bam, look at that. Got my own machete. Machete. So overall, yes, it was a magical weekend. It's very surreal because you got all these people walking around just dressed up like they're not like celebrities. They're just people dressed up in costume, walking around. And you get your picture taken with them. So it's like you walk around, you'll see like Jason or Michael. They had Slender Man walking around. They had, the Tall Man, which I did not get to see Tall Man. I passed out that night when Tall Man walked around. He actually came to the party with the cameraman, Misery, and Billy. But yeah, I mean, it was just like, it's so bizarre. And the fact that you're like running on like no sleep and a little hungover, you're like literally into a dream world at this point. And you can't distinguish reality from fantasy. So like, you see like a predator walk by. Or, I don't know, fucking Ash from the Evil Dead. You're just like, holy shit. They had a lot of people they had Frankenfurter, which I got my picture of him. A lot of the Rocky Horror people walking around. It was just incredible. Once again, from the Phantom to you guys, I highly recommend any horror convention you can get to, do it. Because literally, I don't know, I may never get a chance to do something like this again. Like this could be the last chance. I don't know. I hope not. I'm going to definitely keep trying to throw money back to do it next year. We were lucky enough to have the hotel, in the hotel they had a convention. Danny Trejo stayed 3 doors down from us. We didn't see him. The cameraman saw his driver and talked to the driver. Yeah, we saw Piper walking up down the halls. We tried to get Piper to party with us in the Canadian room. And he smiled and waved, and he went on. We did party with, I'm probably mispronouncing this dude's last name, John Durgan. He was Grandpa in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. I thought that guy would be older for some reason. I guess because he looked so old in the movie, but apparently has his prosthetics and makeup. He looked like he's probably in his 50s, maybe 60s. But yeah, I figured he'd be dead, honestly. If you would have asked me if this guy's still alive, I'd be like, no, there's no way. He's old as shit in that movie. No, he came in, partied with us. That was kind of cool. When I was drunk wandering the halls, I bumped into Joey Kern, Keith David. Keith David's awesome, by the way. Talked to him Sunday. And bumped into someone else. Oh, we bumped into Gary Busey in the lounge, and I just didn't want to. I was drunk. I was like, got me a rule. If the Phantom's drunk, I won't talk to nobody. In fact, the one I talked to was Joey Kern, because when we passed, he said, "What's up?" And I said, "What's up?" But it's so cool because, like I said, there's no other place you could really be where they just kind of walk around casually. I bumped into Tony Todd at one point. I said, "What's up, Tony?" He said, "What's going on? Having a good morning?" I was like, "I am having a good morning." And we passed. And I'm like, that's so cool, It's just so awesome. Yes, I highly recommend it. Maya, what do you think? Would you recommend this event again? Would you like to do something like this again?
Yeah.
You would? Awesome. Yeah, so that's all we got. Made this video longer than I thought. Pink backpack. I was walking around that backpack all weekend. In fact, everybody knew me as Pink Backpack because I was the only guy walking around with a pink backpack. And I did apparently. Actually, I had that and I had these sparkly sunglasses.
Wear your sparkly sunglasses.
And of course, we were inside. I'm not that douche who wears sunglasses inside. I hate people like that. But I had them with me because when we went outside, I could wear my sunglasses. But yeah, that's how they knew me as Pink Backpack. So, boom. If I left anybody out from Days of the Dead, I apologize. And honestly, it wasn't.
Shout out to the Canadians. What's up?
Boom. And all the people that party with us. There was a guy who's in a band called Razor Throat. Check them out. I partied with him and his old lady. It was awesome. In fact, she's if you go to the Phantom's Facebook page, that's his old lady getting her neck cut by Ghostface. She's in the video also. Once again, I'm not trying to douche anybody out. I didn't mention names probably because I don't remember, and that's not your fault. That's this guy's fault because I'm a lightweight when it comes to drinking. So I was one beer in and I was already fucked up. I'm not even a beer drinker. I'll admit to you guys right now, I'm not a partier. I don't drink beer.
Beer's disgusting.
I do drink. I got a liquor cabinet over there, and I barely get into it. But when I do, it's more like the harder stuff, And it's usually kind of like mixed with juice or whatever, popped. And so I'm not a hardcore. I'm usually done by after like 2 or 3 drinks. So literally, this weekend was just, yeah, it was awesome. But okay, I'm raping your ear long enough. Check out a horror convention, guys. I'm out.